What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy dMillionaire. We back with another video, and as y'all can tell from the title, man, we got the complicated legacy of Kevin Durant. And look, y'all, not gonna lie, this video looked real intriguing for me, so I was like, you know what? Let's react to it for the channel. Yeah, let's see what we got.
He's your favorite scorer.
Make sure y'all like the video if you ain't like the video yet. Turn on post notifications.
And for the last 15
Subscribe.
years, he's been the toughest player to guard in the NBA.
So my bing.
Kevin Durant.
Okay, KD.
I retired without really being able to figure out what it is that he, how I can stop him.
As a four-time scoring champ and soon-to-be member of the elusive 30,000-point club, Kevin Durant's legacy as a scorer is undeniable. Other than Jordan and Kobe, there aren't many players who can even be put in the same sentence as KD in terms of being an unstoppable.
Nah, facts. Just to get a buck.
However,
KD's a buck.
Legacy, KD never gets mentioned in the same conversation as LeBron, MJ, Kobe, or even Steph Curry. When they played together in Golden State, it was KD who won 2 Finals MVPs, and not Steph. And yet, Curry's GOAT status is set in stone, while most people wouldn't even name Durant in their top 10 players of all time. This is the complicated legacy of Kevin Durant.
That's actually a good little intro. Damn. I done got 3 subs. Shout out to y'all. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay. Curry's a GOAT because he won 2 MVPs, 1 unanimous MVP, and he's the greatest three-point shooter of all time. That is already why Curry's in GOAT status. And for his position, he's the greatest point guard of all time. So that's kind of why, even if you take away the 2 rings he won with KD, he still got 2 rings, a Finals MVP, 2 MVPs. Curry got a scoring title, right? I think he got one scoring title, if anything. Steals leader. 3-point, you feel me? Like all the 3-point records. Yeah, I still feel like he's still a GOAT. Now you take KD. Now you take KD's 2 rings away that he won with Steph. Is he still in the GOAT status conversation? No. He'd be one of the greatest scorers. I think he'd be. Nah, I can't say he'd be like a team. I think he'd be like a Melo or some shit like. But he's way better than them, but it's like, what is KD without his 2 rings?
Became the youngest NBA scoring champion ever, averaging 30.1 points per game in his 3rd NBA season. He was also the second.
But KD went crazy though. KD's a problem though.
Behind only LeBron
it's just a
James,
speculation kind of question.
Won the MVP that year, while KD finished 2nd. And that theme would continue over the next several years. KD kept winning scoring titles, while LeBron won MVPs, with Durant as the runner-up. In the 2012 NBA
that shit crazy.
Finals, LeBron's Miami defeated Durant and OKC in a series that was much closer than a 4-1 score would suggest. Although James won the title and the Finals MVP, it was Durant who had slightly better numbers. LeBron averaged 28, 10, 7, shooting 48% from the field and just 19% from 3, while KD averaged 36 and 2, shooting 55% from the field and 40% from 3. In fact, the only reason why LeBron defeated KD in that series was the superior shooters around him. LeBron's teammates hit 47% of their threes in the series, while Durant's teammates made only 26%. And then, in the offseason, the Thunder made the biggest mistake in franchise history. They traded away James Harden for a bag of chips because the owner didn't want to pay the luxury tax, which was the beginning of the end of a dynasty that never truly blossomed. Sure, KD won 4 scoring titles in OKC and finally an MVP in 2014. But during Durant's tenure in Oklahoma, the Thunder played inefficient basketball that never utilized the full extent of his basketball genius. Sure, the Thunder always had talent.
That's what Harden was for, bro. That's what James Harden was there to do. James Harden was going to be the guy to set up the offense. He was going to be the guy to run it through. And what did y'all do? Y'all traded him away for a bag of chips. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, they've ruined. OKC ruined, and they getting it back now. Almost, 10 years later. Because this is in 20 years. This is about 2013, 2014, 2015. It's 2024 now. So about 10 years ago, now they getting back with Shea and J-Dub and all them boys, Chet. But, bruh, y'all literally had a chance right here, though.
but they never had the framework for that talent. In the half court, they played ugly, at times unwatchable basketball that relied on drawing fouls and letting KD and Russ take turns in isolation against 2 defenders. And after they squandered a 3-1 lead in the 2016 conference finals against Golden State,
That's
Durant
bad.
realized that he needed a change of scenery. And
He
there
went to
wasn't a
Golden
better
State.
team or better system than the one they had in Golden State. At the
KD, that makes it sound so bad, bro. You blew a 3-1 lead. You're the best player in the league. In my opinion, at this point, KD's the best player in the league. Well, it's between him and Bron. It's really 1A, 1B. I can't, like, because, bro, like, Bron the MVP, KD's number 2. It's like literally 1-1, 1-1. KD finally got his MVP. Bron was number 2. It's like, bro, like, they was neck and neck. To me, at this point, I can't really, in my opinion, at this point in their careers, Bron and KD was like, Bron was 1A for sure, but KD was like right there, though. He's always been right there. And right now, I think KD better than Bron. But that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, but damn, KD, everywhere you could have went, though, the perfect system, the perfect fit, you went to Golden State. You could have went anywhere. At this time, anywhere would have been good game. You went to Golden State. I think I would have liked him to play with like Chris Paul or some shit at this point. Like, that would have been cool. But Golden State.
How are you viewing this move from Durant?
Well, I'm viewing it as the weakest move I've ever seen from a superstar.
But now it's been 8
But I
years
mean,
since his infamous decision, and we can say that the move to Golden State was the only logical one, because we finally
so?
saw KD unleashed in all of his basketball glory. Like a tailored suit, Durant was made for the Warriors, and the Warriors were made for him.
yeah.
In their unselfish and versatile offensive scheme, in which almost every man can play any role, we saw KD thrive in multiple ways. He wasn't only a finisher anymore. Now, he was also used as a passer, a cutter, a screener, or even a decoy. Even when Durant was the guy scoring the ball, it wasn't like OKC, where he got the ball on the wing and had to improvise over 2
So,
defenders.
bro.
KD got a ton of easy baskets.
So let's say this. Did Golden State save Kevin Durant's career? Yes. I think that's the conversation that needs to be had. Did the moves to Golden State Warriors save KD's career? Now, I personally believe he'd have stayed on the Thunder, and they would have made one offseason move, kept him and Russ together. I honestly believe one more year between him and Russ, they would have figured it out, right? But yeah, what is KD? Did the Golden State save Kevin Durant? Is the question. Is his legacy defined by his move to Golden State? Because pre Golden State is what he said, 4-time scoring champ. He won an MVP and he made it to the finals. I mean, that's solid. That's great. But he ain't win the chip until he got to Golden State and put on that blue and gold.
Dribble handoffs,
I don't know.
catch
I
and
fuck with
shoot
KD
sets,
though.
cutting to the basket,
Nigga, like, play for my squad. And even before he played for my squad, KD always been top 5 my players ever. Feel me?
They won 67 games in the regular season.
The best scorer I've ever seen.
Offensive rating of all
Between him and Kobe.
In the playoffs, they swept all of their series in the West to reach another finals clash against LeBron James and the Cavs.
He spanked
In
his
that
ass.
Finals, KD proved that the Warriors
KD
needed
went
him
crazy.
as much as he needed them. The Cavaliers were a monster team, but
I mean, bro, with KD on the team, of course he has to be the focal point, though. You can't say like, oh, well, they needed him. I mean, yeah.
The biggest shot of his career in Game 3.
Durant for 3. It's good. Kevin Durant from downtown.
I mean, yeah, they needed him. He needed them. Yeah, it's mutually beneficial. But it definitely was. He needed them more than they needed him,
The
though.
Warriors finished the playoffs with 16 wins and only 1 loss, which was the best playoff record in NBA history. And because of how well they shot the ball, how unbelievable.
So, okay. So Golden State, the 73-9 team, wasn't the greatest team of all time because they lost in the finals. Cool. That's the argument. I'll live with that. They ain't the greatest team of all time. Is this the greatest team of all time? They went 16-1 in the postseason. Best record ever. So that's the greatest team of all time, right? They had the best playoff success. Ain't that how that worked? That's the greatest team of all time then. The KD Warriors is the greatest NBA team of all time. Simple. Why not?
balanced they were offensively and defensively, and how unpredictable and yet incredibly organized they were, many people believe that the 2017 Warriors were the best team of all time, ahead of the 1996 Bulls, and Kevin Durant was clearly the best player on that team. Durant's critics will say it was Curry's team, and that they won before he arrived. But the level of basketball that KD displayed has not been reached by many people. Kevin averaged 35 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists in the finals. His 35 points were the 10th best scoring average ever in the finals.
I ain't gonna lie.
There were players who
I
scored
ain't gonna lie. It's shit like that that just be like,
5 assists.
it feel like Jordan played in a different league. Like, what the fuck league did this nigga play in? How the fuck he averaged 41 points? Like, that's the shit I'm talking about with Jordan. Like, no disrespect, but what league did this nigga play in, bro? Like, how the fuck did he average 41 points, bro? Like, who was he playing against? Bro, like, KD averaged 35 against them hitters. AI 35 against them hitters. Like, I'm not saying Jordan played straight bums, but it's like, gang, who the fuck did he play so he could average 40, like 41? What type of defense was being played for this nigga to drop 41 points a game? Like, come on, bro. That don't even, like, I can say the same because Luka was out here dropping. I ain't gonna lie, Luka was out here going crazy too. 40 ball, 35, 35, 35. So it's like, y'all say there's no defense now. Well, shit, it looked like it's more old heads on this list than new niggas. So it might have been less defense back in the day than it is now. Because I don't, like, bro, Jordan 35, Jordan 41, Rick Barry 40, Elgin Baylor 40, Shaq 38, Jerry West 38, Shaq 36. Bron on this list one time and KD on this list at 10. AI on this list at 9. Straight old heads. Come on, bro. Y'all can't get me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all can't get me, bro. I don't know what league Jordan was playing in, bro. I see it, bro. They wasn't playing defense on Jordan back then. I see it.
Durant shot 56% from the field, 47% for three.
But fact, nobody matching KD efficiency though. That boy KD was going crazy with Golden State.
Shooting percentage, the best ever shooting performance in the NBA Finals. What's even more impressive is that together with such an offensive masterpiece, KD played incredible defense.
Give me that shit.
When Green, Clay, and KD were on the court, the Cavaliers were practically unable to get to the basket. Durant slowed LeBron down in half-court offense as much as possible. So James tried to rush things and tried to get most of his points in transition. KD learned how to use angles to stay in front of his man. His long arms were constantly showing in the passing lanes, and he became an excellent help defender at the rim.
Give me that. I got like KD was going crazy on the glass, like blocking shots and shit.
Durant averaged nearly 2 blocks per game. He was the strongest he's ever been, and nobody could push him around in the post. Because of his athleticism,
I think defensive player of the year. I think he was like in the defensive player of the year conversations.
And if Durant didn't get injured and missed 20 games at the end of the regular season, he was a strong candidate for the defensive player of the year. Offensively,
that would have been, I think, I personally believe that would have set KD like GOAT conversation. I think that would have separated him. That defensive player, if you would have got it that year, because me personally, I was telling people that, I'm like, bro, KD going defensive player. I promise you, I'm like, bro, because he blocking shot. Like, bro, you didn't want to go to the paint. You niggas wasn't going to the paint when KD was in the paint. That 2018 year, KD, bro, I'm telling you, KD was, yes, bro, KD was locking shit up, bro. I promise you, KD was locking shit up. So it's like, I ain't gonna lie, defensive player of the year, that'll put him in untouchable categories because Bron don't got one. Bron should have got one when Marc Gasol got it. I don't care. We could talk about it forever. I don't give a fuck. Marc Gasol, come on. But yeah, like KD getting defensive player of the year would have been tough. For sure.
Because he realized that he didn't need to.
Damn, I'm talking too much, bro. All right, 7 minutes.
Kevin Durant, and he can get his shot whenever he wants.
See, I'm Kevin Durant. You know who I am. Y'all know who I am.
The Warriors
that boy said, I'm
cruised
Kevin
through the regular
Durant.
season because they knew there wasn't anyone who could touch him in the playoffs, except for the Houston Rockets, led by MVP
A lot of
James
Rockets.
Harden, Chris Paul,
They was
and a
hooping,
bunch
bro.
of switchable
Them
defenders.
shooters.
The Rockets built their team
Them
to match
shooters.
up with the Warriors, and it worked. After 5 games, Houston had a 3-2 lead.
Them shooters. Houston had them shooters. Houston had them shooters, and then they went 0 for 27.
Lost Chris Paul, and it looked like it was going to be all over, especially after a tough blowout in Game 6.
Knockdown.
But in Game 7, the Rockets jumped out with a big lead.
And then the biggest collapse of probably NBA history. That was probably the biggest
They had
single game
missed
collapse.
27 threes in a row. They could have won the series. But if you don't bring your absolute A game, you couldn't.
This is the
defeat
greatest
Warriors.
single game collapse in
34
NBA
points
history to
in
me,
Game
bro.
7, Durant led the Dubs to another
Them boys
finals.
went 0 for 27.
Golden State Warriors are on their way to a fourth consecutive
That's bad, bro.
final.
And for the fourth consecutive year, LeBron and the Cavs were the opponents. But this time, the Cavs were without Kyrie.
They spanked
and
them.
Worst role players. After J.R. Smith ruined LeBron's 51-point Game 1, the world knew
Bro,
that
oh my God, I would never be able to tell y'all how mad this made me, because I'm not like the biggest LeBron fan. I'm a LeBron fan, but like, bro, like I've never seen, this is probably in an L, I think probably the greatest performance on the stage, the greatest performance I've ever seen in an L. LeBron was literally single-handedly supposed to beat these boys, bro. At they crib, game 1 in 2018, and JR did this, bro. Like, that shit, like, bro, Bron put together a master fucking piece, bro.
You get the feeling J.R. Smith thought they had the lead. He didn't know the score.
they only showed real resistance in Game 3, when KD, once again, from virtually the same spot, knocked down another dagger 3.
Kevin Durant way outside, delivers! Kevin Durant from downtown, it's a 6-point game.
Which clinched the game and the series. Durant averaged 29, 11, and 7, with over 2 blocks in the series, again shooting 50, 40, 90 in the finals. And while this postseason run didn't go over as smoothly as 2017, this version of KD was maybe the best Durant we've ever seen, because his defense and offense were at an all-time high. And then, in 2019, KD's greatness was proven again, but this time it was proven by his absence. After he averaged 35, 5, and 5, with 50, 40, 90 shooting in the first round against the Clippers, Durant got injured in Game 5 of the second round series against the Rockets.
It's Durant with Shumpert defending, and Kevin Durant laces one through.
And he's hurt.
He is.
As soon as he made that shot, he started
Look at
limping.
this. Look at this.
And while Golden State managed to defeat Houston and then Portland without KD, when they got to the finals against the Raptors, it was once again clear who was the best player on the Warriors. Without KD, Toronto's defense could zero in on Clay and Steph. Golden State's playmaking suffered too, as Durant averaged nearly 6 assists.
And
per
then,
game,
bro,
they
and
had no one to
then
successfully
it's
guard
like, and then I ain't gonna lie too. Another thing about this too. Now let's put all of this shit into perspective. Now, oh, they didn't have KD, that's why they lost. Duh, nigga. Like, they team is built around KD, dickhead. Like, any team built around, like, KD, yes, right now, he's the best player on the Warriors. Duh, he the best player on KD been the best player on every team he's ever been on. Duh. But, nigga, any team that's missing a best player gonna suffer. Bro, yes, Curry to me, most valuable player on the team. He's the leader of that team. That's Curry's team. That don't mean that, you feel me, like, KD not the best player. Same with Book in Phoenix. Book is the leader of that team. That's Book's team. KD the best player on that team, though. You feel me? Straight like that. KD the best one on that team. All of that to say, bro, yes, they lost because KD wasn't playing, but that's like, nigga, their team was built off of that. Like, like, duh. And then it didn't help that Clay, you feel me, like, got hurt too, but obviously they lost because KD wasn't playing. Duh. Like, duh.
one-on-one.
Like,
Then
what,
the
bro?
miracle.
Braun lost because
Steph
Kyrie
Curry
wasn't
decided
playing
to
in
return for
2015.
Game 5, and it
Duh.
made all the difference in the world.
Hey, come
The
on,
Warriors'
bro.
Ball movement improved, and suddenly there was always somebody open. As the pure gravity factor of KD.
That's what I'm saying. KD is KD. Best player on the
had
team.
11 points in the first quarter, but early in the second, disaster.
Ibaka trying to stay with Durant, knocks it away, and Durant slipping. Durant goes down, holding his leg.
Durant tore his Achilles, and even though the Dubs ultimately lost the championship in 6 games, if he had played the entire series, the Warriors would have likely three-peated, and KD
You know what's crazy? I think, personally, the injury started in the first round they played, and that, like, cause your kid, like, that's tough, bro. That always, it hurts me to see that,
KD
bro.
would have finally had
Every
what he's been
time.
missing all these years. The universal acceptance of the whole basketball world that he was the best player on the planet. Instead, he was out for a year with the worst injury in basketball. And even though every GM knew that, every one of them would offer Kevin Durant a max contract. Ultimately, KD opted to sign with the Nets and form another super team with his good buddy Kyrie Irving. After missing the entire 2020 season, when KD returned,
Bro, and then we
it was
didn't
like
win no
in
championship.
some aspects of his
Let me
game,
calm
he got
down.
even better.
Let me
Here's
calm down.
Durant to the rim, powers it down.
Before the injury, he was undoubtedly faster, both in transition and a half court. An Achilles tendon injury combined with age had eaten away at his explosiveness. But being explosive was never essential to KD's game. Somehow, Durant upgraded his skills, and he was able to speed up his ability to make the right decisions on the basketball court.
Bro,
And
KD
because
got
he was still
better.
a seven-footer
Bro,
with impeccable
I'm gonna
footwork,
tell y'all this. This is a hot take. KD better after his Achilles injury than he was before his Achilles injury. I said it, and I'm standing on that. I really wholeheartedly, in my heart, really believe his years in Brooklyn and his years in Phoenix from Brooklyn to now, I really think that 4-year stretch is, I can't say like he just better, like way better. I ain't saying that he way better, but I do believe that this version of KD post Achilles is definitely better than pre Achilles KD. I really wholeheartedly believe that he refined his game. His 3-point shooting is way better. I feel like his overall efficiency. He gonna break it down. That's just my opinion.
great handle and a feathery jump shot, his efficiency improved.
Yeah.
In his first regular season as a Net, KD averaged 27, 7, and 6, shooting a career-high 54% from the field, a career-high 45% for three, along with 88% from the free throw line. In the playoffs, Durant averaged 33 points against the Celtics with unreal 55, 50,
That's when we
90
put belts to
shooting.
ass. We spanked them
Celtics
boys.
had no chance.
We spanked them
Kyrie
boys.
And the newly acquired James
Spanked them
Harden
that year.
also played at an insanely high offensive
Spanked them.
level. Brooklyn looked ready to go all the way, but then
Yeah, and then fucking Giannis bitch ass, bro. Giannis puss ass want to get Kyrie hurt, and then Harden hamstrings want to fuck up. But shout out Harden, he played, but Kyrie couldn't. What the fuck was Kyrie supposed to like? Yo, Giannis, Giannis, you the best player in the league to me, but bro, I hate you for real, bro. On the cool, I hate you, bro. God, you ruined my Nets championship, bro. You ruined my championship, the one championship I was supposed to have, bro. None of my sports teams have won a championship since the Giants. 2011.
Scoring 49 points, 17
Hey.
rebounds, and 10 assists, while hitting 16 of his 23 shots.
Bro,
The
KD
Nets
went
eked
so
out an
dumb,
improbable
bro.
victory. The Bucks took Game 6, but in Game 7, KD looked like a Terminator once again.
Oh, nigga
ready
dropped
to destroy
50,
every
bro.
opponent who got
He dropped like
through.
40
This time,
something,
he
bro.
had
Yeah,
48
like
points,
50,
9
bro.
rebounds, and 6 assists. And
This
he had a
fucking
series-winning
big
buzzer beater
ass
that would send
fucking
Brooklyn to the
shoe,
conference
bro.
finals.
Oh my god, bro. That's supposed to be game, bro.
Or at least it seemed.
That's
After the
supposed to
instant
be
replay,
game,
the refs realized that
bro.
Durant's toe was on the line. So his 3 got downgraded to a 2.
That's supposed to be game, bro. That's supposed to be game, bro. We're supposed to win. Like, we're supposed to go to the finals or the conference finals. But we was gonna spank Atlanta. We was gonna spank them. Like, wait, we was gonna lose to Atlanta. Let's be for real. Like, we was gonna spank their ass, bro.
And instead of a victory, the game went into overtime. In the OT, KD was exhausted and the Bucks advanced, eventually winning the 2021 NBA title. But if you thought that was dramatic, the Nets proved they could provide much more drama, especially off the court. The entire 2022 season will be remembered for Kyrie not playing because he refused to get vaccinated and then got suspended for tweeting about an anti-Semitic movie. To add more fuel to the fire, James Harden asked for a trade, and their whole locker room became one big mess. Eventually, Kyrie was allowed to return to the court, but Harden was gone, and the Nets never got the proper return for the beard. In the midst of all that, KD averaged 37 and 6.
Bro,
in
KD
what
was on MVP
arguably his
timing,
best
bro.
regular season since his MVP year. But in the playoffs, the weakened and depleted Nets
Yeah,
had
this
no
when
answer
they
for the toughness
spanked
of the
us.
Celtics, who beat
This
up
when they
KD
spanked
every
us.
time he touched the ball. And when the 2023 season started, the drama continued. Kyrie and KD were not happy with the team or the coach Steve Nash, and by mid-season, they both got traded. KD ended up in Phoenix, where he formed yet another super team. this time with CP3, Booker, and DeAndre Ayton.
Damn, bro.
First round of
Why you make it sound like that?
Another 50-40-90 for KD, his 5th career series with those numbers, which are the holy grail of shooting. But after the Suns defeated the Clippers, they lost Chris Paul to injury against the Nuggets, and DeAndre Ayton got embarrassed by the Joker. Booker and KD tried their best, with Durant averaging 30-10-5 in the series, but again, his team was overmatched and they lost in 6. In 2024, it was another season with another new superstar on KD's team. The Suns
Bradley
decided to
Beal.
swap out Chris Paul for Bradley Beal, despite his injury history, contract, and his skills being very similar to KD and Book. And like always, KD delivered with a super efficient 27, 6, and 5.
That's what I mean, though, y'all. Like, I really feel like KD better, bro. Ain't gonna lie, man.
Approaching his 36th
Spanked him.
birthday, his prime is slowly but surely fading away, and the question still remains: is KD really worthy to be ranked in the top 10 greatest players ever, even with all the failed super teams and joining a team that won 73 games? Well, if you look at the amount of all-stars that KD has played with over the years, Durant has arguably played with the best teammates ever. But then, if we look closely at the circumstances, KD was often very unlucky in pivotal moments, which made his legacy look much different. For a whole decade, KD was the second best player in the world, behind LeBron. And just as he was ready to surpass the king and sit on his throne, Durant got injured. When he returned, he was again the best player in the world, but injuries and drama that had nothing to do with him.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I say. I say LeBron was the best player in the league up until KD went to Golden State. Once KD, honestly, the year before KD went to Golden State, all the way till about no. LeBron was the best player in the league about till 2012. KD, I say, was the best player in the league. MVP year after that. Nah, honestly, the year after that, LeBron was the best. Nah, fuck that. KD probably wasn't the best. KD ain't really become the best player in the league to me, undisputed, until that last chip. That second chip, that's when I'm like, okay, KD the best player in the league. He came back to the Nets. I'm like, okay, he the best player in the league, and he's been the best player in the league since, until Giannis took that, to be honest, like last year. That's crazy. Damn, this video is 27 minutes, bro. This is a 15-minute video.
Only LeBron, with 15 straight years
Jesus
of
Christ.
averaging 25 points or more. KD is only one of 8 players in NBA history who averaged over 27 points for their whole career. His 14 All-Star appearances ranks him 9th all-time. And when it comes to the playoffs, he's again one of the most consistently great players ever, with only one playoff series where he averaged less than 25 points per game. In terms of championship and leadership ability, KD will forever stay behind the likes of Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Magic, Bird, and Steph, which in the eyes of many people will put him just outside of all the GOAT conversations. But when you look at prime Durant, when he was with the Warriors, KD reached the pinnacle of basketball and was a better overall player than some of the legends we mentioned before. And hey, if you like this video, stay tuned for more and continue watching nonstop.
I don't know. This is like I could have a whole podcast episode on like KD and his legacy and shit like that, bro. That'd be a fun little conversation to have. But anyways, though, y'all, that's all for this video, man. Hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all did, make sure y'all leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on post notifications. I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next video, man.